You can definitely play this game the way you want, dude.
Oh, exactly.
You know
I worked that out.
There's
like,
two reasons.
Like, I needed that reality check of you going, Tim, you're not being Tim.
You're not.
And I was like, and that's without me realising it was why I wasn't happy. Like, why I was going a bit bonkers, because everybody was kind of like, you got to do this, you got to do that. And I was like, I don't got to do anything that you say. I've only got to do what Big Brother says.
Man, there's been villains and clowns that have gone very far and done really well in this game.
Yes.
You can be Tim.
Well, I'm here.
And everyone's listening to what you're saying. You could just, man, you could be the cult leader.
I'm just going to have some fun.
And people will keep you around because they know that's just another meat shield next week and the week after.
And things are going to start getting a little bit weird around here. Like,
I like
tongues
that.
popping up.
I like that. How that tongue was upstairs like that.
But do you know there is reason for that? That's not just
Yeah,
reason.
what was I had to go to the DR.
Okay, so the reason is, right, that I got shitty, right? It all sort of hit home yesterday when Big Brother told us that me and Nikki would be voting on the girls.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's actually, no, I'm not ready to play yet. I'm still learning. And secondly, like, I don't think it's fair that we weren't in the running to win head of house to decide who goes home.
Yeah.
And we weren't in the running to be picked from the bag to win Power Veto, which if I won Power Veto, if I was in that comp and if I won, if, I would have played Power Veto this week. Because
which would have been good. You would have gained allies and shit.
Well, I just don't believe that either of those two should go home. Like, I don't know.
Okay. If maybe you would have a different opinion if you would have been here, though.
Exactly. And that's what made me go, I can't vote because I wasn't here last week to know the reason why those girls are up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was the realisation all afternoon, me going, this is so stupid. Like, I'm going to have to make decisions that go against what I want to do.
Yeah.
And that's not how I live my life. I do what I want to do.
That's fucking awesome.
Not in a bratty way. I'm not going to be swayed by what other people think or what other people like. Me going, well, like everyone was like, Christine isn't going to use the Power Veto because then it'll upset what Jared had put in place. Yeah. And then Jared might turn on her next week.
And also Christine doesn't like those girls.
Well,
flat out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's her decision and I respect that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I won't be like kind of backed into a corner and made to feel like I have to do something. Mm-hmm. So I came out here and I was just like I asked myself, I was like, well, what do you want to do? I was like, I want to go in the spa right now.
Yeah.
And so I went in the spa and I'm just sitting here. And then Big Brother turned on the disco lights and I go, no, I don't want a disco. Because I was thinking, and then I was just thinking, you know what? All I was thinking was what you were saying about, like, man up, play the game, be Tim. And like, I don't know how much you've seen of me, but
not that much, but I know that you're just not reserved.
Big Brother, yeah.
And the shit you do.
But I had no regrets.
Yeah.
No regrets.
Like, the biggest
no guts,
thing was
no
putting yourself up for nom like that or something. Like that's
exactly. And it worked. It paid off.
Oh yeah.
Because it was so crazy but actually smart.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm good at. Things that are so bloody weird, they're actually genius. Sometimes I get it wrong. But sometimes when it's right, it's just like, whoa, because nobody else has the guts to do. Like, everyone plays safe and secure.
That's perfect.
But when you step out, everybody else goes, whoa. And like, it kind of like you set a momentum, you change the direction of the game, like I said that I wanted to do. So anyway, this is where the tongue comes in. I was like, I don't want to vote for the girls because I feel like it's bad. It's bad karma for me to affect their fate when I wasn't here to determine what put them up. I wasn't part of the house consensus, the discussions that were made for when they went up. Anyway, and I went, but those girls are in have not room right now, which kind of is sucky.
Yeah.
And why are they in have not room? Because they lost the challenge that I was in. And why did they lose? Because I threw the final tie-breaking balloon that
Tongue.
put them there. And guess where that balloon went?
Their tongue.
Their bloody tongue.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have had fate in this game. Like, I put them there, and I felt bad about that. And so I was like, that's it, I'm going to sleep in the have-not room just so my guilty conscience is clear. Like, just spend a bit of time with them and just go, you know what? And I was like, I don't really play against you guys. I play against Big Brother. And I was like, Big Brother, the idea of haves and have-nots is to try and make people scared of that room. And I was like, fine, I'm going to just overcome my fear of that room. And I think that's why I've been doing slop pancakes and slop cake, whatever. Like, I've been cooking slop a lot. Because I'm just like, one week I'm going to be in that room and I don't want it to affect me.
You might as well perfect the art of cooking slop now.
Exactly. So when I'm in there, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to go sleep in there. Anyway, so when I went down there, Levita said something and she was like, I feel like I couldn't win Power of Veto because I was tired, and whether or not that's the case, she said if I was able to eat steak, I might have had the energy to just think clearer. You never know. Like, you just never know. Like, you've got to be physically and mentally strong in challenges.
You do.
There's a lot of luck involved, but you never know.
Yeah.
She might have won Power of Veto if she wasn't on slop. So she might have saved herself if I didn't put her in the...
There's a chain of events.
So I was like, shit, I have had a large, like, hand in her being in that room.
Yeah.
And I was like, it all comes down to that bloody tongue. Okay? Did you hear me whinging yesterday about my swollen tongue? Ulcerated tongue?
You were like, gave out a fucking... Yeah, I did.
Yeah, because
Drinking and stuff.
I'm intolerant to...
Yeah.
I was drinking the wine that the have-nots won on their board. And I was like, I shouldn't have drunk that wine. It all comes out. My tongue was swollen because I was messed up in the bad karma of the game. That's what happened. I was like, I've got to get rid of this. So I was just doing a bit of voodoo on the tongue.
Right, Will's probably
But then
like pissed right now.
Then Levita got really scared because she thought I was the devil. And we had this realization that I was wearing a skeleton like from death in a church, trying to convince them to do bad things with me.
That would probably be the best idea for them.
It was very funny. Anyway, so
Yeah.
I feel good now, and I'm not.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
You could honestly just do you and then like...
I can just do me. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I'd love to see it.
And then if I'm here towards the end, and it's like, well, why can't I win?
Yeah.
I'll try to win. But at this stage, I'm just trying to stay in the game. That's my hurdle at the moment. Just stay in the game and have you guys accept me as not a threat, but a player.
Yeah. If you want to win the game, I'll give you one piece of advice that you definitely wouldn't know and definitely nobody told you because they don't want you to win the game.
Yeah, I've just made the realization that me coming in here trying to get advice off you guys, people are probably just like thinking in their head, I'm not helping him.
I'm probably the only person that would actually tell you everything you want to know. Legit.
Good. But it doesn't
Keep track of the days
Do you
and
know
what's happening on the days.
Yeah.
Because it's all intellectual at the end.
Oh, I've noticed that, and I know why Raoul found the tongue. But do you know what? Bad juju for him.
Why?
Because he's running around the house,
Telling everyone.
looking
Oh,
for
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
That's what Raoul does. He's like a little rat that
He's
comes
like-
out at night. Yes.
Always looking,
Yes.
peeking.
Always. Yes. So good he found the tongue. It's your bad luck now, mate.
Yeah, dude. Well, yeah, so just like, 'cause you came in a week late, right? Just keep track of like when you got in here, what day, it's all about day 8, 9, whatever. Day 7, I think.
Do
got in
you
here.
reckon it is though? If you've cottoned on to the fact, Big Brother's not going to be so stupid to just go.
Just keep, like, just know that, like, the HOH when you got here was like won by like Jared day 7 or whatever. To win the game,
I don't care if that's how it happened in the past.
Like I want you to. Like I don't care if you won Big Brother Australia. I want you to win this game, dude. And doing it like you want to. Like that. I feel like it'd be like you would do it. I want you to, man.
I feel like you're my life coach, but I like it.
Well, it's because everyone else is playing.
Yes, scared.
Dude, I'm like, dude, I got Tim from Australia in here, played a completely different game. Let's see what he has to fucking throw in the mix.
Oh,
and I want him to win.
You're like, I needed that because I was going crazy, and I feel sorry for Nikki because I don't think she's going to make the decision that I made last night, and that's like, let's play.
She won't. She has her little, and it's because that's not who she is.
Do you know what?
I'm a little fuck disturber.
Nikki, you are like that as well. Yeah. But with Nikki, I think it's just about having fun. Like she's only kind of gets that self-conscious way. Like that's just so stupid how she reacted over the toes. But in her own mind, that's her reality, and she was just like. But when she's having fun, she wouldn't care about that. It was just that at that time, I think she was a little bit. I want to go home, and then it was the straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah. And it's like. I don't know.
So you think she still wants to go home?
No. Like I think she might at 11 o'clock today, but then at 12 o'clock she'll be like, I love it here.
Yeah, something, like that.
Yeah, that's Nikki. Yeah. She'll be like that, and we just got to kind of roll with it and not worry and not. Yeah, it's a lot about understanding people. This game, isn't it?
That's all it is. You got to be able to be like, what is this person thinking, and why is he thinking that?
Exactly.
And then be like,
do you know what you do? You work out. What motivates that person?
That's it. And what makes that person fear?
And then you work out whether you give that to that person or you take it away.
Exactly. And
that's
the
what
thing
I
about
do.
this game is like, the bigger the piece of information, the more you want to store it and lock it under like the biggest vault. A little piece of information, that's what you tell people just to get a bit of trust.
Oh, you watch. I'm not going to be like...
And that's not you. But that's what I'm telling you that because that's what everyone else is doing.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So I want you, like, depending on chats you have, like you can tell a lot about how much a person trusts you.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I want to prepare you for if you're playing this game to know how to do Tim the best and the most effectively.
I am going to. I'm ready now.
But it's too early for you to start really fucking shit up.
Exactly.
Then it'll be so easy for the house to be like, hey, this guy's like... Get the hell out, like.
Exactly.
But on day 40, like 30, 40, that's when you can, because people will be scared and like, will want to use you.
Put Raul and Dallas up,
no one would do that at this point.
That's exactly what I would do next week.
And I'm on board. I support.
Oh, exactly. And I don't care if they go. That's not how we do it around here. I'll be like, well, who says?
And that, dude. And you know what? If you do that. That's brilliant, dude. Because
that's what I'm gonna do.
Would love you.
Not them.
Everyone would love you.
Maybe not them, but I'd just put up two people, like, based on what I want, not what the house wants.
Yeah.
I don't care if it goes against what the house wants. Deal with it. You're grown people. You're not a bloody baby. We're not a family.
Yeah, let's fucking...
that intimidation of the repercussions, it's like... Yes, there's consequences, and I'll roll with them. Yeah. But I'll deal with them as they come. Like, if people are too afraid to make a change, change would never happen.
But there needs to be a few players like you, myself, that are down to do change. Because, like, this is a game of life inside a reality that isn't a reality. Oh. And people still think inside this little... tiny box. But if you can, I don't know. If you think I'll do it, I'm shoes on. If you can think outside this tiny little box,
wow, you'll go. All right. And I'll always reward working with that because you're acting out of instinct, not fear.
It's all it is.
Like that's what it's about. It comes down to basic like. Animal instincts in here. And some people feel safety in numbers and just go along with the system.
Yeah, but you'll never win like that.
You won't. Because the guy that's getting the biggest piece of, like, the cake will never go at the end.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Why don't you have the biggest piece of the cake for
Fuck
this
that.
week? Like,
And,
if
like-
you're eating the crumbs, you'll always be eating the crumbs unless you take over the person that's
Yeah.
eating the cake.
But I'd rather finish like I'd rather finish third and have done 3 or 4 crazy things to shake it up than just win and have done nothing. I don't know.